Hey everyone, yeah, it's a little after 12:30. I just got off work, had a 4-hour day today. I'll have a 6-hour one tomorrow. Why? Because I go in at 5:30 and I get off at the same time. Go figure. Fortunately, I'll be able to buy lunch and buy some stuff during the break to keep me going. And that's the sewer. Uh, anyway, I want to talk about WWE Battleground. Now, we know some matches that have been signed. We know some matches that have been signed. We know that the Wyatt family will go into a 2 out of 3 falls match with the Usos for the tag team titles. We know that. We know that Bray Wyatt would take on Chris Jericho. We do know that there will be an Intercontinental Championship battle. We do know that there will be an Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal. I think there's a Divas title match at it between Paige and AJ. I believe. I gotta check again. I do know that John Cena is in a fatal four-way for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We know Ambrose and Rollins are scheduled to face each other. So, and there might be another match or two added. I think, Swagger Rusev. So, how do I see Battleground panning out? Seeing as though it's the pay-per-view before the third of the big 4 pay-per-views in August, which is SummerSlam. So how do I see Battleground shaping up? Well, here's the thing about Battleground. Some people don't think it's necessary. You're just doing another pay-per-view, and are you going to put effort in it and all that? People are just curious about this stuff. But this is the way I look at Battleground. This is basically WWE putting all the marbles, putting all the cards on the table. This is them putting all the cards on the table, hoping this is going to get people to tune in to the WWE network, subscribe to the network, still buy the pay-per-views because of what they promised to have. So, exactly how does this work for the WWE network? How is this plausible, if you will? How is this plausible? Well, a few things have to happen. First of all, the pre-show. The pre-show match is a Divas match. Okay, fine. But this is a Divas match, believe it or not, that does have some story. And you have one of the most athletic divas on your roster facing someone that many feel is improving, but is not yet there yet. And is now being played off as the cocky, glamorous, hey, I'm a reality star, movie star diva. I don't need this crap kind of deal. So, this is the way I look at it for Battlegrounds pre-show. First of all, I think, as crazy as this might sound to some people, this should have been on the main card because it's got story. But I can understand. They feel that, hey, this has got enough feistiness to it that it's going to get people's attention on the kickoff show and get them to stay for the show, for the Battleground show as well. So, how do I book this? Well, it's hard to say. I mean, you want to get behind Naomi because she is obviously the most athletic, and can go in that ring and can help redefine the Divas division. So, if I was booking it, I would go with Naomi. But knowing how the WWE is, it's kind of a crossroads. So prediction wise, booking, so basically if I was booking it, I would go with Naomi. But knowing how WWE is, they're probably going to go with Cameron to push that more cockiness, like, I don't need this because I'm a reality star attitude. Alright? And then speaking of diva matches, I'm not saying this is going to kick off the show, but then we have on the main card, on the pay-per-view, if you will, we have Paige and AJ, from what I understand. Now, what do I see here? Well, booking-wise, I would book AJ to retain Ain, and I think WWE is going to do the same thing. But I would also book it to where you have an angle at the end where Paige finally goes full-fledged heel and basically starts feuding with AJ because she feels AJ is becoming nothing more than another diva when when women like them are supposed to bring back a women's wrestling to the Divas division. So I could see that happening. And that's how I would book it. The Wyatts against the Usos, I probably have to finally go with the Wyatts. I mean, 2 out of 3 falls definitely sounds like a good matchup, good classic match. Could definitely go the distance. And I predict it's going to go 3 falls, and I believe the Wyatts will get the 3rd fall and get the tag team titles. And why? Because how else are you going to build towards a Wyatt's Ascension tag team title feud? Just saying. I mean, you need a heel tag team for a dominant monster tweener team, if you want to call them, in the Ascension to feud with. Then you have the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal. I predict Bo Dallas, and I think anybody else is crazy enough not to, Bo Dallas to win. Why? He's got momentum, he's got this undefeated streak going for his gimmick, and this would definitely put it over the edge, because then he could just do his inspirational talk to everybody that's been eliminated and say, hey, you guys could do better, very good, next time you'll get it, So definitely go with Bo Dallas. Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt. This is a toss-up, but I think if you're going to have a series of matches, the first one has to go to Chris Jericho. I hate to say that. You got to go with Chris Jericho on the first matchup, so you got to go with him. But if I know WWE, they may go with Wyatt. We'll find out. As far as Rollins and Ambrose goes, if the match happens, I think it's going to be a double disqualification. I really do. It's going to get out of control. It's going to get crazy. Rusev and Swagger, that's a toss-up. But I have to say it's going to be Rusev because I think Swagger's just being another jobber set up to lose to Rusev. As far as the WWE Championship 4-way goes, I believe John Cena will win unless WWE decides to pull the rabbit out of their hats and trick us and make us think that way, and then go with someone else. So that's basically my predictions. It's basically how I see the pay-per-view being booked. I mean, if I was to book it, basically, I'd probably go with some of the similar ideas. But that's how I see WWE booking Battleground. That's probably how I would book it too. So that's all I'm going to say. Let me know what you guys think down